Hey guys, welcome to another video. I hope you guys are all doing well like always, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video to watch it. Today is part one of my Discover University Let's Play. Right now we do not have a title for this Let's Play, but I put a poll up and I will definitely have a title for you guys in part two, but we're jumping straight in. All the Sims from my video, or in this video, from the makeover video. I'll have that linked in the description, but right now we are just going to jump straight in and have this sim research universities and apply to the university and apply for scholarships as well. So that's, you don't have to research universities, but I wanted to show you guys what you can do in the pack. And most people do research their university before going to it, and he's going to be going to Brightchester. So the information coming up now is going to be him researching, and then I'll read you guys what it says when you research university. So it says, University of Brightchester holds nearly a millennium of history within its traditional halls of learning, having taught every type of student from royal to unknown. The university prides itself in education, both minds and morals, molding students into well-rounded and upstanding Sims ready to enter the world and make a difference. And on the right hand side it says organizations, so it tells you organizations are in this university. So it's Brightchester Spirit Corps, Art Society, the Debate Guild, and then it breaks down the degrees and then distinguished degrees. So distinguished degrees are the ones that the university prides itself in, and then the degrees are just regular ones that you can get at both universities. So for Brightchester, the distinguished degrees are, what are they actually? They are art history, communications, and culinary arts, drama, fine art, history, language and literature. And the regular degrees are biology, computer science, economics, physics, psychology, and villainy. So that's it for Brightchester, and now we are going to have him apply for some scholarships, and then I'll read you guys those. And for scholarships, it goes off of your skills and then also your need-based one. So we're just going to apply for scholarships. We don't need to email anyone or review scholarship info packet yet because we don't have any at the moment. So right now he can apply for scholarships. So he has two. He has his residential one that he can get like for being like from that state that he's in, and then also he can apply for another one because he has skills. He has different skills, so he can apply. And each sim will be different because not every sim has the same amount of skills. So just keep that in mind. So what I see doesn't mean that you're going to see it when your sim applies for scholarships. But once you do that, it will show you that your scholarship status to Del Sol Valley or whatever town you have them in, it'll tell you that it's pending, and it should take up to 1 to 2 business days, so they say, but we'll see how this goes for them. I have so many Sims, so I hope it doesn't take too long, but I have a feeling that it might take a minute. But yes, I'm going to read you guys the different types of scholarships now that you have access to, and this is for every sim. All of them are broken down the same, so it will break them down the same no matter what skills they have. This is just like telling you need-based scholarships, distinguished scholarships, skills scholarships, and stuff like that. So I think this is very important when it comes to the Discover University expansion pack because it added so much realism. And the fact that they added financial aid, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so freaking cool, because in The Sims 3 they didn't have that. Like, you just had to pay for school and that's it. There was no way of getting help or anything like that. But yeah, the distinguished scholarships for The Sims 4 are Sims who have been accepted into distinguished degree programs will automatically receive scholarships with an amount based on how many distinguished degrees they've gotten into. Working on a Sim's grade and skills before applying can lead to more degree acceptance, in turn more scholarships, more money. And I love that because that means you can prep your child from birth, which I want to do, but not in this Let's Play, of course, but I want to like start a Sim from birth and groom them for college. I think that would be super fun. Then next you have your need-based scholarship. So every Sim deserves a university education, and the need-based education for all and helping hand scholarships are designed to give Sims from households with less a chance to attend. Sims with less savings and assets are encouraged to apply, and I love that because I have had need-based scholarships before. And then also skill scholarships. Sims who have developed any number of practice skills are eligible to apply for a variety of skill-based scholarships. Those hours spent working on cooking, fishing, handiness, and many other skills can turn into scholarship funds, and he has those. That's one of the ones he applied for. However, these scholarships are targeted at younger students, so are not available for adult Sims. Oh, so that wasn't what he got then. So next, there are career scholarships. Universities want to encourage younger Sims. They may already be dipping their toes into the job market. Sims who have achieved some amount of career success with a way to help pay for university education that can boost them in their career of choice in the future. And then sports and e-scholarships. The sports scholarship, I was like, wow, I wish that it really was a sports scholarship because you can't see them there, but it's like you'll be a soccer team player for esports and you'll get the scholarship if you're like athletic. And then the resident grant is what he got. It's just wherever you live, so each student gets a certain amount from different locations, so each world has a different amount that they can receive. But we did see that he got awarded that, but we don't know what scholarship he has yet because it's still pending. But that's it for the scholarships and researching, you guys. I'm not going to show the scholarships again with all the Sims. I just wanted to show you guys that. But now, moving on to the next Sim, I'm just showing you the 2 Sims and their process of applying to university because it's very lengthy and there's 8 of them. So now we're just gonna go on to Diana, and she's artsy, so we're just gonna have her research Foxbury Institute. I know that art history is at Brightchester, but she doesn't want to go to that school. As you can see, her vibe, her whole like aesthetic is more so Foxbury, and I made sure that she had on red and everything. But now we're going to research Foxbury Institute. So it says Foxbury Institute consistently rated as a premier university. Foxbury Institute boasts a modern campus with impressive facilities and a broad swath of alumni who have emerged as innovative leaders in their respective fields. The university is always looking for students who dare to dream big. Organizations are Foxbury Spirit Squad, the Brainiacs, and then Bot Savants. I love that word so much. Their regular degrees are art history, communication, culinary arts, drama, fine art, history, language, and literature. The distinguished degrees, though, one they pride themselves on, are biology, computer science, economics, physics, psychology, and villainy. And I wanted to say this too, that just because your Sim starts in a major doesn't mean they have to keep it, and just because they start in a dorm doesn't mean they have to stay there. They can like move as long as they finish out the term. But yeah, I'm very excited. So we've researched both universities, and I'm kind of doing this like tutorial style, so you'll know like when you get the game or if you want to get it, that this is what, you don't have to research them, but you do have to apply first before you can get in, and it takes a second. So before I forget, I wanted to hop on screen and show you guys how each Sim is different. I'm not going to show you every single Sim in the household, but this is one of them, and as you can see, he has different options because he has different skills. So he can get a athletic scholarship, a Building the Future scholarship, esports scholarship, a Future Star scholarship, and a resident scholarship. So the sports one is for athleticism, and then also Future Star is like charisma and all that, but you get the gist now. But these are the Sims. This is Ashton. We have Laura, And then we have, who's next? Colin, and then we have Cara, and then we have Brent, sorry. And then we have, last but not least, we have Sarah. These are our Sims. And again, we are only going to be playing with 4 of them at a time, maybe 8 of them at a time, depending on how the Let's Play goes. But yes, this is all of them. Since I'm redoing The Sims 3 Let's Play, I'm like, I have to use all of them because it wouldn't be a redo without that. Okay, so now that all of them have applied to university, they all got their acceptance letters. I'm not going to go through all of them because there are 8 of them. All of them did get their acceptance letters except Colin, but I am going to go through Diana's really fast just to give you guys the process and see how it goes. So once you get your acceptance letter, it just says like this institution or university has granted such and such, you know, like for you to go to the school, and then it tells you which degree programs you can get into or distinguished ones. And since she's skilled, she has access to all of them, but if your sim is not skilled, it will not have that list. But right now we're just going to enroll her into school and show you that process. So after you get your acceptance letter, you have to wait for that to be able to enroll, but you can check it on the computer or your phone, and she checked hers on her phone. Now we are going to enroll in a university, and I'm going to show you guys the rundown of her, or how that process goes. And then in the next part, I'll show you guys not the rundown for everyone, but I will be showing you which majors they are and what classes they're taking in the next part, just because this part's getting a little long and we're still waiting on Colin's acceptance letter, and you have to enroll each student one at a time. So that means, like, for me, that is 16 loading screens. I know, horrible that I'm counting them, but it's 16 loading screens because there's 8 of them and you have to have 2 loading screens. So that's a lot. So I didn't want to bore you guys with those loading screens, so I'm just showing you guys hers. But she's going to Foxbury Institute. It says the newer of the 2 universities is Brightchester, established half-century ago, and the Landgrabs have their hands in this, and they are OGs if you did not know, in The Sims. It's a striking modern campus, impressive labs and facilities. So yeah, she really wants to go there. And then now we're gonna choose her major. I really want her to be an art history major. And I know there's so many other ones, and I know it's not distinguished, but she loves art so much that maybe she might transfer to Brightchester later on. But right now she really, her heart is set on Foxbury, so she's just going to be here. You can transfer schools, but you have to wait to the end of the term, and you can change your dormitory as well, but you have to wait to the end of the term for that. So anyways, we're gonna make her be an art history major. I know I'm going through all of them. I'm just trying to choose the best one for her, but I know I just want her to be an art history major. I'm trying to convince myself otherwise, just because I see all these distinguished degrees and I don't want her to be the only one that doesn't have one. But it's okay, because I have 8 Sims and, you know, all of them don't have to have distinguished degrees. I was gonna make her choose villainy though, but it has nothing to do with art. And I'm like, maybe I can give that to someone else. I just am so interested in that major. But yeah, she's going to be art history major. I'm going to make all of them have 2 classes and an elective, so 3 classes. Just because there's 8 of them, I don't want it to be too much. I want to start off with half the load. So she's going to have 2 classes. You don't get to choose the first 2 classes. It's just generated. Apparently it's just generated. It's gonna help you be an art critic, patron of arts, and a trendsetter once you get out of school. And her elective that I chose is color theory for painters. I just thought that went with her major, so, and she loves painting, so I was like, why not? Her 2 classes though are, her 3 classes, no, her 2 classes, because I'm not letting her have 3, I'm letting her have 2, changing it. I cannot I just don't want to. So it's going to be art history basics, crafting with canvases, paintings through history. Moving on to housing, which is the next step in this process. There's so many. Obviously, they're not living at home or off campus. So university housing, Brightchester home, university housing, Foxbury Tower dorms, which is where she's going to go. But you can see the price differences. I love that it's laid out like this because this is actually how housing choices are, at least at my university. That's how it was. And I love how detailed and realistic this is. Again, I am so proud of EA for making this so realistic. I wish it was more expensive because in real life, like, it's like thousands of dollars. So, oh, and then one more thing, these are not a part of this game. These are all custom builds. Before you ask me why doesn't your game look like this, these are custom builds. No CC though, because I'm still working on fixing my CC. Actually, when filming this, it's almost finished. Like, I have like a few more things to fix since the update messed up CC, even though I did everything correct. They just added a few new things. Anyways, not gonna ramble about that. But now you can see the rundown of the tuition and everything, and it's so cheap. This is the only thing so far that I don't like about this. I know there's a mod out already though, because I saw it and I'll be doing a review on it. I don't know if I'm going to be adding it to this Let's Play. If you guys want me to, I will. It makes the tuition more realistic. It makes it expensive to go to school. I know that school has been so expensive for me, so to see that my Sims only have to pay $700 to go to school, I'm like, oh no, 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 no. I want it to be realistic, and it's not adding too much to the gameplay, so it just makes it more realistic for them. But that's it. And now it brings you to your household. And then you see that you have all these Sims, or however many Sims are in your household, and then you transfer funds, just like if you have, what is that? Restaurant or like dine out. So you would just choose the amount and then transfer it over. You can't transfer. See, I tried to move more Sims in with her because I was just gonna roll, like, put all the Foxbury students in there with her. Once you cannot do that. So that's why I ran into all the loading screens that I'm talking about. And the fact that you cannot enroll all of them at one time is so irritating to me because they live in the same house. Now, if they lived in different houses, I can understand like doing one at a time. But they all live here. But I wanted to show you that you couldn't, so you wouldn't try. But I didn't transfer funds with her into her dormitory because she's going to be taking out student loans. If you did not see that option on the the previous screen, I am gonna be transferring over funds, but not using them because she's going to take out student loans. But you choose your amount, just like in, it's not dine out. It's like, what is it? I don't know. When you can have your own retail store, whatever pack that was. Get to work, I think. But yes, you guys, and had to show one loading screen. But now we're back to Colin because for some reason I didn't have an apply to school. So now we have to wait, and I just had him apply. Now we're gonna sit and wait for him. I had him apply for scholarships, but not universities. So that's the end of this part because I have to sit and wait for him to get it. He did get his acceptance letter eventually, but this is the end of this part, you guys. He got in to both schools, but he's going to Brightchester, and in the beginning of the next part, I'm going to be showing you guys their dorms, their beds, and then their majors and their class rundown, and we're going to get into gameplay. I hope you like how I did this. I try to do it tutorial style because I haven't done a Let's Play in years, like a for real one. I've tried, but yeah, that's it for this part. I hope you liked it. Like it if you did. Share it with someone who is just as excited as you are. And I'm just so happy. And thank you guys again for watching. And I hope you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, or night. And the next part will be up very soon. And once my mods are fixed, I'll be doing a tour of the non-CC dorm. And I'll be doing a tour of the CC dorm build that I've done. And yes, I'm just so excited, you guys. The next part will be up very soon because I'm having so much fun with this so far.